Welcome back to Yoshi Entertainment, everybody. So, just recently, a fourth woman who is going by the name of Jane Doe in the documents and the legal documents has come forward to accuse Diddy of what we all know that he's been accused of. I gotta say accused, allegedly, all for the obvious reasons. Now, the details with this, they just keep getting more and more graphic. I'm not going to go through the graphic details. I'm going to give a very quick summary. Allegedly, this young woman was 17 years old when she got involved with Sean Diddy Combs and also a man by the name of Harve Pierre. She had met them at the studio. There are pictures of her at the studio to serve as proof that she was there, that was her. Of course, her face is blurred out because she was a minor at the time. She is alleging that they got her to the studio and then proceeded to do things that was against her consent, inappropriate, what kind of actions, that she was assaulted, that she was trafficked, and that she was gang R-worded because it wasn't just Sean Diddy Combs that she's alleging did this. She's alleging that once they got her alone at the studio and allegedly got her onto all kinds of substances, if you will, that they basically took turns, if you will. It was him, the man named Harve Pierre, and a third person that she listed in the documents. Now, this is very messed up, and I feel like people keep forgetting in these situations because they love to bring up she was being fast. Why was she at the club? Why did she go to the studio with him? Why was she sitting in his lap, etc.? Right now, we are addressing the Diddy situation and how it keeps seeming like he could not, one, keep his hands to himself, allegedly, and two, just not force himself on people everywhere he goes, allegedly. There were people, I'm sure, that wanted to have relations with him. But instead, allegedly, what did he do? That's how you know somebody's a monster. When there are people out here who want to be with you, they want to do freaky stuff with you, but you feel the need to have them inebriated, drugged up, allegedly, so that you can take it and have other people take it. That's how you know they're a monster. Like I said, all allegedly, of course. People keep forgetting and making excuses for these grown behind men mishandling and taking advantage of minors, people who are morbidly younger than they are. Yes, there are some women out here, some young women, they were moving real crazy. They might not have had a mother or a father to check them, make them sit down and do right, or love them enough to keep them out of these streets and protect them from predators. But that does not excuse the predators for being predators. And I'm also going to repay a visit to the conversation of you giving somebody, especially once again a minor or somebody morbidly younger than you, substances, knowing they are either inebriated or high, that they cannot give you their consent, and then you still try to go through with having relations with them anyways. Once again, that makes a person questionable, whether it's a man or a woman, because what is it about them that you want from them? Being drunk, being high. What is it that you want from them that you can't get from them in a normal state of mind where they can actually consent or say, oh, I don't want to go that far. I don't want to take it this far. Okay, I don't like this anymore. That's what makes it suspect, coupled with the fact that there is a reoccurring pattern amongst all these victims alleging this. It wasn't all these different kind of experiences. It was the same thing over and over again. Him getting them somewhere, them being involved with some other dude, multiple people, multiple rounds, if you will, substances being involved, the woman being under the influence. I said this with the Cassie situation. I'm not going to go back down that road of explaining why people didn't come out whenever they first, were hurt, etc. I'm just going to maintain what I've been saying through these videos, which is one, not everybody's lying, and two, where there's smoke, there's fire. But this dude had the audacity to get up on social media and make this post. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, and my legacy. First of all, what character? If there was an assassination of the character, he did that himself. His reputation, he did that himself. And his legacy, you mean the legacy that you built off the backs of other black people who trusted you with their careers that then you screwed over, who's now either in the grave or up the creek, allegedly. You talk about that legacy? Anyways, sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. First of all, ain't no payday coming for these people. Like I said, that's retribution for what he allegedly did, but he was the one who made it quick with that settlement. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Signed, Sean Diddy Combs. I'm so glad he didn't call himself Brother Love in this post because he has nothing to do with love and love has nothing to do with him. And you know what's sad about him putting enough is enough at the top of that, whatever you want to call that? That's probably exactly what his victim said after he allegedly did what he did. That's the sad part. And secondly, you know what this is giving? You know who this sounds like? I'm fighting for my life. That's who this sounds like. That's what this is giving. And if we didn't believe him whenever he put on those theatrics and those crocodile tears, I don't know what makes him think we're going to believe this bullcrap post that he tried to shove in our faces. To even type that up, or to have his publicist or whoever he had type it up and put that up there, post that up there like that, is an insult to everybody's intelligence and everybody's competence. And you know what the good part about this is? The one good part, nobody's buying it. At least nobody with common sense. Especially not the people on Twitter. I mean, they were calling him out left and right. Like I said, they weren't buying that 2 for $1. They weren't buying that 1 for $1 at all. Because they're tired of the excuses, they're tired of the bullcrap, they're tired of people like him in high places getting away with hurting people allegedly because they're in high places, they have a lot of money, and they have a lot of power. And people are also saying, enough is enough. Yeah, enough of you acting like you ain't never done nothing, that you ain't did half of this stuff that they're accusing you, alleging that you did allegedly. Yeah, enough is what the people said who got tired of watching him hurt other people, get away with stuff, and they came out and they started coming one after the other to tell their story, to tell the truth, to nail him to the wall, so to speak. Enough is what Cassie said after all these years, when she finally got the opportunity, when she could gather herself and get into the mental space to be able to do what she had to do in order to hold him accountable to some degree, and then all the people that are coming behind her one after the other. Yeah, enough was enough for them, and now they're going to keep coming out and saying, and another one, until he has been held accountable for all the people that he allegedly hurt, abused, did wrong, threw under the bus, screwed over. A lot of people at this point are like, we hope that them people drain him dry, because it's not like he ain't got the money. That dude is a billionaire. At this point, most people just want to see justice. They just want these people to get their retribution, and for Diddy to get some kind of consequences for the heinous actions, allegedly, that he has put people through all these years. They're not feeling sorry for him, and they're not here for his bullcrap and his lies. And it's really good to see that most people concerning this situation are on the same page with that. And one more thing I wanted to bring to everybody's attention that I've seen somebody actually bring up here on social media. Notice that nobody's coming to Diddy's defense. Not one person has stood out and said, hey, I don't think he's guilty. He hasn't done this. Or at least nobody of substance, just these little people on the internet, trolls, if you will, who don't know anything, who don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And they're just defending an abuser out of spite, ignorance, or maliciousness themselves. But notice none of these celebrities or these people up there, high up there, have stood up for Diddy once during all of this. That's because a lot of them are trying to cut ties with him and avoid being associated with him because they don't want to stain on their own reputation. Remember, the few who might stand up for him, birds of a feather do flock together. So whoever might want to stand up for him is not going to do it because they don't want their own skeletons to come out of the closet and then have them be questioned and then put on the chopping block next. And lastly, it's real hard to have friends come out and vouch for you when you're too busy stabbing people in the back. Once again, like I said, throwing people under the bus, abusing people around you, and having dirt on you that they don't want to, like I said, be associated with you for. On the way out the door of this video, I'm going to say this one more time. It's real hard to get brought up on some charges or even some allegations when you're not already out here doing a bunch of stuff you shouldn't be doing with a bunch of people you shouldn't be doing it with. But anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think and how y'all feel down in the comments below respectfully. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y'all have a very blessed, beautiful, and safe day.